Well, people, DC's chief of police is going to make sure she is at home on Christmas Eve, watching Santa Claus come down that chimney, make sure her stocking is stuffed, and everybody smile like Eddie Murphy when that man say, ho, ho, ho. Pearson, what's with all that build up? Well, DC Police Chief Pamela Smith, she resigned today. I think it's today. Well, she made her announcement today. I'm jealous. She about to get her 401k on. Straight up. Well, that's what they telling us, that she resigning. That came out of her mouth. But I got a quick decode for you. Check it out.
Bring in the chief right now and talk to Chief Smith and find out a little bit more about why the time was right for her to decide to step down. Chief, I appreciate you joining us today. 28 years in law enforcement. It's been 2.5 here in D.C. Why now?
Well, first of all, let me start by saying thank you so much for doing the interview this morning. I want to begin by saying thank you to Mayor Muriel Bowser for, number one, trusting me with such a significant responsibility here in this city. Mayor Bowser was very key and instrumental in making sure that there were we had a policy-led environment that will allow me to lead the police department the way we should. What makes me make the decision today, it was a tough decision, to be honest. 28 years in law enforcement. I've already retired from the United States Park Police after 24 years. I stepped into this role when crime was at its all-time high. And what really resonated with me was going home for Thanksgiving to visit my family in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. My mom passed away 2 years ago. I have been going nonstop. I have missed many amazing celebrations, birthdays, marriages, you name it, within our family. And being able to come home for Thanksgiving 2 years after my mom passed really resonated with me. And has allowed me to make a decision that I think is necessary, not just only for me, but also for my family.
Are you going to go back home? Are you going to stay here?
I will stay in the area. I have no desire to live in Pine Bluff at this moment. I will remain here in the DMV. The District of Columbia is an amazing place to visit. It's a wonderful city. It's a beautiful city. I've been here since 2011, and I am certainly humbled to have had the opportunity to serve as the chief of police.
You talked about some of the changes that the department has taken to the positive. Obviously, the violent crime rate has come down under your tenure, even in the last 2.5 years. But a lot of people also see the changes that come from the federal level as well. And this has been a challenge. You've had to work and balance that with the federal law enforcement. Did that impact your decision to step down at all?
It did not. I come from the federal side, right? I spent 24 years in federal law enforcement. And as I'm pretty sure the entire world recognized that we met some challenges in August of this year with the federal surge and the executive order with regards to the crime emergency. But what I will say is that our mayor, Muriel Bowser, did a fantastic job with leading us through those efforts. So no, I have.
She knew how to pull it off. That's all I can say about it. It was smooth. But I wasn't convinced. I checked it out. I'm like, you know what? Let me do the dog pound on this one. Welcome, new subscribers. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Let's stay covered under the blood. Trying to stay festive. I got my Christmas attire on. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. So, what's really going on? A lot of folks don't like that thing where, we had a woman, right? Should have hired a man, right? But, we got that moment of Joe Biden had his picks and try to make the whole thing balanced. I don't like those little words that they use, so I'm trying to skate around it. Sprinkle with a few females, different other people, and Trump's like, look, we're going to do stuff on merit. I said, we're going to do stuff on merit. Army too. We ain't playing that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. I have a dream. We ain't doing that. You think she felt the fire? That she was next? That could be it. I mean, I listened to Pete Hegseth last week, and he was at that last cabinet meeting, and he talked about that. We're going to do things it's going to be merit-based. Do you think do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Everything must change. Right? That's right. New sheriff in town. All right, let's go down this route. Let's go down this rabbit hole. November 7th, 2023. That's when she took position. Show you right. Well, we take that date, 2024, last anniversary of that, versus today's announcement. You get 111. That's snake eyes, baby. That's 111. Like the Pope died on April 21st, the 111th day of the year. Something about that 111. Old school. Y'all know what snake eyes is about. Is that coincidence? Then how about we look at this here. That's her birthday. Come on, Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. January 4th. Yeah, 2025, her last birthday. Versus today, gives you 1105. Didn't Trump get elected on 1105? Pearson, that's a coincidence. Stop. What about this? Washington, D.C. became official July 16th, 1790. Okay. Well, if we take July 16th, next birthday, subtract it from today, 12/8, you get 7/11. Didn't Trump say 7/11 when he should have said 9/11 back in the day in New York? 7/11, 9/11, that's emergency, baby. Come on now. Now, August 11, 2025. What you got down there, mister? August 11, that's when Donald Trump said, I am taking over. I'm taking over your duties. That's right. The federal government announced they took over the duties of policing in D.C. That was 8/11, 2025. Show you right. Now let's look at that date. The anniversary of that is 2026, right here. Versus today's date, I'm resigning. The difference is 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? All right, what else we got? Last night when I did my last video, I talked about Trump being at the Kennedy Center. Remember Kiss was there, Sylvester Stallone. Adrian, I love you. Remember that? Last night. And I said that at the Kennedy Center, it looked over a thing called the Potomac River. That's in Washington, D.C. But what happened at the Potomac River this year on January 29th? That's when they had a Black Hawk helicopter accidentally hit an American airline Eagle plane. That's right. Okay, remember that? That was January 29th. January 29th. Okay, now let's put that in the mix. If you take January 29th, 2025, subtract that from today, you get 10/9. You know, if you take October 9th, subtract it from December 31st, you get August 4th, 8/4. That's Barack Obama's birthday. Also in that, when I looked at that, what else did I see? Oh, I saw 313 days. It's just not showing here. I didn't take a picture of it. Shame on me. But it's 313 days also between the date of the accident versus today. 313 days ago is when they had that plane accident. Pope Francis became the Pope on 313. He sure did. Remember, the powers take events and they point to past and future events, because in the Antichrist kingdom, you're going to have a false prophet and a false political system. So it's all this coincidence. Now look at this here. This is amazing here. The first time they had a police chief in D.C. was June 26, 1953. Now, if you take that date, June 26, 1953, subtracted from today, she says she resigning. You know what you get? What you get, Pearson? 72 years, 165 days ago. What is 165? June 14th is the 165th day of the year. What does that mean? Hello? I would say like Nelly, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Mm-hmm. I think she felt the fire. And she figured, I got to get on up out of here. I want to thank Mayor Miro for giving me a chance, and all the beautiful things that I've been able to accomplish since I've been chief of police here in D.C. Crime has been down ever since my tenure, and things are going quite well. Mm-hmm. Woo, baby. Baby. I don't know. What you think? I think the spirit of Donald Trump is hovering over things. And she's like, Don? Is that you? I thought you had bad legs, swollen legs, and I thought you was falling asleep, but you flying, mister. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and resign. It's been 28 years. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. You guys have a good one. Look, if you guys can support the channel, I appreciate it. You know my videos don't go to the big audience. So if you can help out, I appreciate it. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a P.O. Box, mail a love offering, okay? Take a picture of that. Help me out when you can. God bless you. Stay tuned. We'll see who else gonna fly the coop by the end of the year.